So whenever I make a video, it is for your benefit and for mine too, because everything that I share on my channel is something that I have actually experienced firsthand. None of the stuff that I talk about is fluff. It has actually happened to me. And I consider myself to be a person who is able to break things down to make things more understandable, more inspiring. So let's get into today's video. You are the architect of your reality. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, whether you know it or not, whether you are conscious or unconscious, you are always creating your reality. And how I have helped myself create the reality that I want is by doing a lot of self-talk. Now, self-talk is a very powerful tool that's available to all of us. A lot of times, we don't even realize that we are saying things to ourselves that are actually not helping. For example, maybe you're the type to say, oh, I can't afford this, or you say things like, oh, I'm not attractive enough for this person, or nothing ever happens for me, or I've tried everything, nothing works. Self-talk like that. And when you become more conscious of purposely creating your reality, you come into the realization that your self-talk underlies everything in your reality today. But you can always change your reality by changing your self-talk. I'm talking about your concept of self. What is it? How do you talk to yourself throughout the day? So I want to tell you that all you have to do is to take a look at honestly on how you are speaking into reality, whatever it is that's happening. It is because your most dominant awareness is what is gathering momentum, whether it is negative or positive or even neutral. So, because your self-talk is incredibly powerful, you might as well flip it from negative self-talk to positive self-talk. Your thoughts might as well be high vibrational because it benefits you. So, Neville Goddard, who I told you in the last video, I have been reading his book, and he said, let me see if I can find the quote. He said, that which you do not claim to be true for yourself cannot be realized by you. So, your reality is what you consented to be true for you at any given moment. And you might as well use positive affirmations, positive thoughts to create the reality that you want, because the more you are aware of your higher vibrational self-concepts, and the more you repeat it to yourself, the more it hardens into fact. So it cannot be any other way. And it's up to you. It is your choice to decide what is true for you. If you consent to be true that you are not attractive, or you are not powerful, or you are not able to heal your illnesses, then it cannot be any other way until you change your concept of self. So let me give you some real life examples of some of the things that I have done that absolutely changed my reality. First of all, I am always telling myself that today is the best day of my life. I start my mornings with that, and I repeat it to myself throughout the day. And my day does turn out well. I have also told myself over the years that I am Christ's consciousness. Christ is in me. God is in me. I am God. You are God. And I consider that to be true. And over the years, I've had numerous pains and aches in different parts of my body. And the doctors were not of any help whatsoever. So a couple of years ago, I had a terrible pain in my right leg. And I decided that I was going to be the healer, that I was going to heal myself. And would you know that my right leg healed? And then the left leg started to flare up. I don't know why, but I directed my attention to the Christ consciousness that's in me. And I always tell myself that I am a healer. I can heal anything. And would you know that my left leg also healed up? And then I've had lower back pain, upper back pain, neck pain, what have you. And each and every one of those aches and pains were healed. And that's because my self-concept is that I am Christ consciousness. I am God. I am able to heal myself. That's not to say you can't go to the doctors or go to the hospital if you need to. But this is just one area of my life that I have consistently demonstrated to myself that what I claimed to be true was in fact true. That's just one example. And what I find helpful is I also look for positive things that happened the day before. Every morning I write in the journal, and I purposely look for good things that happened the day before, and I write them down. And what that does is it rewires my brain to accept as normal what good there is happening in my reality. All I'm doing is reminding myself. I'm just looking at my notes because I want to make sure I have as much of it as I can possibly give to you. Oh, and then one more thing, and then I'll close up for the day. I also have come into the belief that manifestation is instant. There may be some things that I have not manifested immediately, but I have manifested the belief that my mother, who has Alzheimer's, is still living at home, and she has gone through many ups and downs, and I've seen her at her highest, and I've seen her at her lowest, and everywhere in between. She has moderate to severe Alzheimer's at this point. And so before I go and visit my mother, I make an assumption that my mother is happy, she is peaceful, she is comfortable, she's laughing, she's having a good time, and she's happy and joyful. And would you know that 99% of the time, actually 99.999% of the time I do that, that's exactly the reality I created for her and for me. So, if you are consistent with upgrading your self-talk, your reality has no choice but to meet you there. Reality is not really real. It's a simulation. It's a movie. And it's all playing out according to your most dominant assumptions that you make. So you might as well make very high vibrational assumptions about yourself, about what you're here to do, about your purpose, about your health, your wealth, anything. And I felt compelled to do this video, and I don't care how many views it gets, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to share with you my heartfelt expressions of things that I have been able to do. So I want you to think about and be very honest with yourself. What is your most dominant assumption about your life? You are the architect of your reality, and it's up to you. And it starts from within, and it's projected out. Everything out there is a projection of what's going on inside you, and I have found that to be very, very, very true. So with that said, I love you guys, and I hope to see you at the next video.